guys, today actually. I actually double uploaded today because earlier I decided to upload a video on a woman that was suing Lyft because she's over 500 pounds and some drivers don't think that their car can handle her kind of weight. Go ahead and cue that video up for after this. Trust me, I know you boys are gonna love that one. But today we have to talk about pirate software again. I swear, the deeper and deeper you get into this, the more and more you have to realize that, oh, he actually isn't that good of a person. Every time I made a video on pirate software, I was like, oh man, it's just wacky drama. Oh, he cheated in a video game, he lied about it. Who cares, right? It was mostly just, who cares? And then this drama popped up out of nowhere that this man actually is a piece of shit. I'm like, absolutely piece of shit. Because if you guys don't know, Pirate Software, he loves, talking about video games, and he wants to encourage people to get into making video games. Right? I think that's like the main thing a lot of them know him from is like he's always coding something in his little YouTube shorts that made him go viral and shit. He's always talking about his video game that's taking him so long. I don't even know if it's finished now. Is it? Someone tell me in the comments down below. Is this game finished now? I remember it was taking him a hot minute to finish that thing up. So yeah, this man always encourages everyone around him to get into making video games. And it's kind of ironic because today's story that really just cements this guy as an egotistical piece of shit. I mean, like, this man's was so blatantly wrong for this to where he had to backpedal so hard. I'm surprised this man didn't fall off the face of the damn earth. He was moving at light speed the way he had to backpedal from this. So on the channel The Other Frost, Cold Take basically exposes that this man, Pirate Software, DMCA'd a literal game dev. He makes like little small cool games, right? A literal game dev because he put a joke gag not even in his game. It was on a dev build that no one else had access to other than the developer of the game, because the developer had a separate version of this game that was on Steam where it basically took, different live streaming moments and he basically turned it into like a WarioWare-esque kind of game where you press buttons and you do an action in the game that references, different streamers. So the dev decided to make a gag version of his game that only he has access to. He hasn't put this online, he hasn't sold it on Steam, he hasn't done anything with it other than record a video of the gag version of the game where it's basically Pirate Software roaching out on, World of Warcraft. We've all seen the clip. It was a gag. He put it on LSF and basically everyone was like, oh, that's funny. That's like, hey, man, that's funny. That's cool. And of course, Pirate Software saw it. For some reason, for someone that is so against the LSF, this man is up there just witnessing it, giving his own self brain damage every damn day, trying to find any clip about him. And he saw it and he decided, instead of me, contacting the dev and making sure it's not actually in the game, or, contacting the dev like, hey, if it's in the game, can you take it out? I appreciate it if you do that. He decided, nah, I'm gonna skip that part and just go straight to DMCAing the game. He didn't even try to contact the guy. He was just like, DMCA time. That was it. That was his whole thought process. It wasn't, did he put it in the game? Let me just make sure if he put it in the game, or unless it's just like, a gag build for him. No, he just decided, off rip, take it all down. All down. I can't believe this man even thought about making fun of me in his game.
Brandon Ferrantino is developing idle streaming Bonanza. Play as your favorite content creators like Moki Payne, Asmund Silver, and CQX. It's a streamer drama parody game where you match button prompts, watch the bits drop, and feed the brain rot. Each level's a time capsule of livestream fails' greatest hits. As Dr. Disrespect's grooming allegations, Pokimane and her expensive cookies make a showing, and XQC being an odd dude, as a reference to XQC being an odd dude.
So yeah, as you guys can see, the game is not even fully done yet. The man didn't even get a chance to update the demo with the damn roach out, even if he wanted to. He didn't even have time to do that. This man, Pirate Software, decided, you thought about putting me in your video game about making fun of streamers. Disgusting. Can't believe you would do that. And yet somehow, Dr. Disrespect is in here. For some reason, that man isn't suing. Pokimane, she's pretty known for being unhinged and, pretty DMCA happy. She didn't do anything. It's weird how Pirate Software, out of everyone, none of those other people have ever made a video game. I mean, like, hand to keyboard. Yo, keyboard to code. They have never done that in their entire lives. But the man that is known for trying to encourage people to make video games is actually trying to suppress people making video games. It's quite ironic. I mean, like, this is such a Streisand effect. This man is trying his best to get everyone to not remember this, roach out on World of Warcraft. And yet, the more he tries to get rid of people trying to talk about it, the more people talk about it.
The event Ferentino chose to immortalize in his game referenced the hardcore World of Warcraft raid drama, where Piratesoftware abandoned his team, referred to as roaching out, and was later removed for his behavior following the incident. The level is called Irate Hardware. A wizard-hatted cockroach squirms in a gaming chair, and a voice line from Piratesoftware's stream can be heard.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
Ferentino then posted a clip of his game to the livestream fails subreddit titled "He Put Piratesoftware Drama in His Indie Game." In turn, Piratesoftware issued a DMCA takedown notice to Valve.
Absolute scumbag behavior. Absolute scumbag behavior. Now, the LSF title was kind of clickbait because if the guy said, yo, I put this in a dev build of my game, I might or might not actually update my Steam game with it if I do or do not get a damn message from Piratesoftware. That is one thing, right? Obviously, we all know why people do clickbait titles, because you motherfuckers don't click on the real titles. Let's all be honest here. Let's not sit here and be like, I hate being clickbait. Yes, you do. You do love getting clickbaited. Obviously, if you guys didn't, everybody on YouTube, Twitch, Reddit would stop doing it. Obviously, you boys love getting clickbaited. I don't know why. Y'all do it to yourselves each and every time. Instead of you clicking on the real title, you guys go straight for the clickbait ones. It's like flies to shit. I don't understand. And it's okay to love shit. I'm just saying here, I love slop content. I love it whenever people do the clickbait titles, because I understand if you don't, I'm not clicking on that shit. If someone's like, yo, this game is so bad, the video could be, fire. But if someone was like, yo, this game is garbage for X, Y, and Z reasons and the dev threatened to kill my mom, I'm clicking on that damn title. Obviously, with any type of social media, you have to market your product. Your product is your video. And if you market it wrong, you can have the best video out there. No one's clicking on it. It doesn't matter if you have the best video, best editing, well-researched, everything. No one's clicking on that. Same with trying to market your game. Same with trying to put anything on LSF. We already know the hellhole of LSF. They just delete any and everything that isn't for the top 50 streamers. If you're a top 50 first streamer, they don't give a f. They will delete that shit instantly. So obviously this game dev wanted to, capitalize on the, whole little bandwagon of people not liking Piratesoftware, and he wanted to put out something that, will get people to think about the game. He didn't actually put it in the game. He just made some content around the drama, right? He's like, yo, I developed this. It's not in the game, but it's still cool, right? You guys like this? And everyone was like, yeah, it's kind of cool. But Piratesoftware decided, no, that's not cool. But obviously, it continues to get worse, because not only does this man double down, saying that the guy did put this in the game. Piratesoftware never played the game, by the way. The game is free. There's literally a demo out there that Piratesoftware could play for free. He could have played that, but he didn't. Instead of him doing that, he decided to double down on stream saying, oh no, that guy actually did do it, so we're going to send a legal notice to sue this guy. It's like, what do you want to sue him over? 2 pennies and a shekel? Like, nigga, what you think you about to get out of this man? It's a free demo. He's not even making money off the damn game.
This developer is using clips of my voice without my permission. As displayed on the developer's live stream, my voice is being used in this game. The developer does not have the right to use my voice. He included a link to the Twitch clip. The game was taken down. Plot twist, the Steam version of the game didn't actually have Piratesoftware's voice in it. The Twitch clip was of the developer's personal build, not the marketplace build. Ferentino filed a counter notice to get his game reinstated. He also sent a support ticket to Piratesoftware and his team directly to tell them his voice was not in the game, and he asked for the DMCA takedown notice to be withdrawn. Mid-livestream, Piratesoftware spoke about receiving the counter notice and expressed his intent to sue the developer.
Hey, Kronos, we have to file a legal complaint against that dude earlier. I'm gonna pause this for a moment. There was a dude earlier today that went onto Reddit and said that he was using my voice in a video game, showed a bunch of videos of it, and then put that game up on Steam. A lot of people in the Thread told him not to do that, that would end up being a legal problem for him. He did it anyway. So I filed a DMCA claim, and he has now filed a counterclaim against me. We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission. It's a really stupid thing to do. Incredibly so. So I'm going to send this over to Kronos now because he is a lawyer in copyright law. That is his job. Mistake. Kronos, we have 14 days to respond to this. Forwarded. Welcome to the finding out timeline, bud.
Oh my god, that attitude, that right there is why people hate Piratesoftware now. That attitude right there. The man is in the wrong, 100%, because the man didn't even put, his voice in the game. On top of that, the game was never updated. You know what, I'm leaving it in. The game was never updated. So guess what? The roach out was never even in the game. All Piratesoftware had to do was just be like, all right, I'll just play the game, however long it is, and I'll see if I'm in it before I do a copyright takedown. Or just message the guy. Again, if you didn't want to play the game, you could have just messaged him and been like, did you put me in the game? No? Okay, good. Don't put me in your game. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. But yet this man wants to stand up to the big bad indie game dev that put out his demo for free on Steam. He's not making any money off of it. The way Piratesoftware worded this made it sound like this man was making cajillions of dollars off of his brand new game. Like, this man was making no money off of a free demo that barely anyone even knows about. But as you guys can see by the gameplay in the background, people are probably playing this game more. I downloaded the demo. I'm like, hey, screw it. Might as well fuck around with it. Hey, man, is it that good? Not really. It's all right, I guess. I'm like, also, it's probably like the guy's first game. Like, he's just trying to make shit. And instead of Piratesoftware giving a fellow game dev, some grace and just, asking him straight up, he decided to go full nuclear. Just straight up full nuclear, acting like he's king of the fucking indie game world, and he can't believe someone would use his voice without his permission, even though the man never did. It's not in the demo at all. So obviously the game dev decided to respond to Piratesoftware, saying that, oh no, you did put me in your game. He was like, no, I didn't. I legit didn't put you in the demo at all. It was literally just a gag build. It's only on my PC.
Brandon Ferrantino responded in a YouTube video and reiterated he did nothing unlawful on Steam.
I showed one video of a possible build or a concept and put it on Reddit. The game, that concept or what's on my machine was not on Reddit. There's no build of him ever on Reddit or on Steam. There's no data in my game of him on Steam. There's no active build with him on it. So he's chasing fucking ghosts.
Unfortunately for Piratesoftware, it's a case of being confidently wrong. In America, we have very strong free speech laws. It's the First Amendment, for God's sake. This is not as cut and dry as you can't use someone's likeness or voice without permission. Although that does get spread around a lot, but you'd think people on the internet who use Twitch and YouTube would see Twitch and YouTube as enough evidence that there's more nuance to the matter. You have to consider fair use defenses and good faith activities by alleged copyright infringers. This was upheld in the Lens vs. Universal Music court trial, in which a woman was hit with a DMCA takedown notice for using 29 seconds of bad audio from a Prince song in a baby video. The final ruling on that matter: copyright holders cannot shirk their duty to consider, in good faith and prior to sending a takedown notification, whether allegedly infringing material constitutes fair use, a use which the DMCA plainly contemplates as authorized by the law. Piratesoftware did not consider fair use. He didn't even play the demo. If he had, he would have known his voice was not in the Steam Marketplace version of the game. Therefore, he sent an unlawful DMCA takedown notice, and that opens him up to be sued. I asked Mr. Ferrantino if he asked Piratesoftware or Kronos if they played the game. He said they responded that's neither here nor there. It's very much here and there, because beyond the existence of a perceived infringement, you have to consider what's the nature of the work, critique, review, education, etc. Is it transformative enough? How much was used? 41 seconds, by the way. How important is what was used? Does it have an impact on original market value? Is it misappropriating his likeness for an advertisement? It's not as plain cut as, you used my voice, I didn't say you could, now I can sue you. Now keep in mind, I'm not a free speech defense lawyer out of Connecticut that steps in from time to time to help content creators pro bono when their freedom of speech is being impeded, but Mario is. And he says Piratesoftware's false DMCA takedown notice of idle streaming bonanza was unlawful. I spoke with him. Mario happened upon Ferentino's video talking about the false claim, and did not like that someone with a large and impressionable audience was spreading free speech misinformation. He also did not appreciate the lawsuit bully tactics. I quote, "It pissed me right the fuck off." So Mario reached out to Brandon Ferentino and took him on as a client free of charge. He made a formal demand to Piratesoftware's team to withdraw the DMCA takedown notice within 24 hours, and it seems to have worked because the game is back on the Steam marketplace.
It is quite nice to see, YouTubers and other content creators realizing that they do have some power to help out their fellow content creator free of charge, because not every one of us is rich, all right? Would I consider myself a content creator? I'm like, I make all right money. No, it's not even all right money. I make enough money to where the Netflix subscriptions going up by an extra $1 isn't going to affect me all too hard, all right? But if it goes up by another $2, we're going to have to start protesting, boys. I'm going to be honest, I can't afford that. I legit could not afford that. I'm not even playing. These YouTube checks are not hitting that hard right now. But I also appreciate everyone that can even make it this far in the video. Now, Cold Take does allude to possibly Brandon and the lawyer YouTuber teaming up to sue Piratesoftware, like countersue, because, false DMCAs do come with actual consequences. You can't just do that. That's also illegal. But also, it's a pretty tedious process that takes a long time and a lot of money. So, unless they can get like $1 million, $2 million out of Piratesoftware, or at least a couple $100,000, it's probably not even gonna be worth it for them. But they're gonna make a statement in 2 weeks if they are or are not gonna pursue that against them. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Piratesoftware is ever gonna be able to recover from the amount of delusion he has. Just like this woman that's suing Lyft because a driver didn't want to drive her because she's over 500 pounds. And that little rinky-dink car the driver pulled up in, I'm pretty sure would have broke down as soon as she stepped into it. Click this video right here to find out. Was this woman in the right for suing Lyft, or is she just being a little asshole? But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.